Hey everybody, Myki, Angeline here. So I wanted to take a moment and talk to you about being intense with intent. You might have seen me post that a couple of times, being intense with intent. Now, I am a very intense individual. Anyone who knows me knows this. In fact, I've had people avoid me altogether because I'm just too intense for them. I've been told it's like staring straight into the sun, which makes sense, right? I'm a Leo. Our star is the sun, center of the universe. Hi, come into my bubble. Anyhow, but I was always, even though I was intense, I always had intention with that. I always had made a purpose out of it. And I'll give you an example. About 4 years ago, I had an opportunity to have my own radio show on a popular internet station in Sacramento, California called V103 Rock. I was a guest on one of their morning shows. And predominantly what they played were heavy metal music and hard rock music. And they wanted to do a program that offered a lighter, softer side of rock. And immediately I raised my hand and said, I would love to do that. Now, did I know how to do a radio show? No. Never. But it didn't matter to me because I just knew I would figure it out and I would find a way because I am intense. And I would do it with intent. And so they taught me about cueing my own music. Eventually I had to learn to cue my own music, load my own music. I had to search for my own music because their database had nothing that I could play that would be considered, softer rock or pop rock or even reggae. And I learned to also, they did webcam, so I call it stalker cam, and they also offered an interactive chat room. Now remember, this was way before Facebook Live, Instagram Live, Twitter Live, Periscope. This was before all that. So this station offered an interactive chat room, which I thought was fabulous because not only could I respond to everyone in the chat room via over the radio, people in the chat room could network with one another because we would have people from other cities, other states, other countries that would listen into the show. So I taught myself, it was self-taught, how to toggle all that while looking up content on my laptop. Now, the other thing I did, I started listening intently to other radio shows, right? Morning shows, afternoon shows, and I would pick up on the things that they did that were similar or that were catches for them that, made why their shows were popular. Everything down to what I said or how I said it and how I fluctuated my voice or pronounced my words and the topics. And I would have like a show twice a week, and they would start out as 2 hours each, and then at one point it was 3 hours long because it was music and content, and I ended up having a very successful show. In fact, I had the most successful show on the station, and it ran for almost over 2 years. And that's an example of being intense with intent. So you can do anything you put your mind to. You can. And if you're intense, even better. Just make sure you do it with intent. Thank you for listening. I appreciate you. Share, like, subscribe, and I hope my words resonated with you and that I inspire you as much as you inspire me.